was a 4-hour flight. I think we probably got like an hour's sleep each. But yeah, we are now here in Singapore, beginning the next leg of our journey. So we have just woken up from a slumber. We are staying with our friends Stella and Adam in their amazing pad in Singapore, and we're now just sort of exploring. This is the main pool, Olympic size and gorgeous. Here we have the Piece de Resistance basketball court, which is right outside the apartment we're staying in, so already well equipped. Surely dunked it.
Yeah.
It's very nice. We've really lucked out here. Just taught Zoe how to play Texas Hold'em, and now she's whooping my ass.
Taking him to the cleaners. All he's got.
It is just after 7 AM and we are going for a little walk around the area near where Stella and Adam live, and Stella's going to take us there before she goes to work.
This is the top of Mount Faber. There's a cable car in the background. It's about 8:30 in the morning. We've hiked up here. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's a apparently classic Singapore downpour this, but we are not going to let that prevent us from going to the mall. Where Zoe has been very kindly gifted. What is it?
My nails done.
A mani-pedi by Stella. So it's already planning how she'd utilise the contents of the mall to defeat zombies.
Perfect view of all the undead from down there. Food, comms, car, drive away. It's perfect.
It's just like a cleaning robot, busy doing its work. It does feel very futuristic here. She goes for her pampering. You know, she is living out her colonialist dream. Now she's been weighted on hand and foot. She demands servants to bring her food as well.
Now we are on our way to a cocktail bar called Smoke and Mirrors, where we're going to meet Stella and Adam for some drinks, and then we're going out for dinner somewhere afterwards.
Wait, I need to get, oh yeah, keep it there. Where, stop, don't move. Wait, flash on. Okay, great.
So after a long, luxurious Lions morning, we have come into town to meet up with Stella and Adam for lunch, and we are here in Singapore's central business district. It's got like expressive features.
No, it speaks.
Amazing. Post-lunch now, so I wanted to come down and check out these sculptures. Naked boys. Here's the big boat building. MBS. What's it called? Marina Bay Sands. What do you think the artist's trying to say here?
It's so abstract, I just...
We went to Raffles for a drink at the Long Bar, but the queues were absolutely huge. I mean, maybe it's always busy, but yeah, we'll just go back. We're just going to try and find a little drink by the waterfront. It's a very lovely day. Going to make the most of it, not standing in a queue. There he is, the mighty Merlion, Singapore's mascot. I've been bigging up the Merlion to Zoe for a while, and sadly she's not quite as impressed with him in the flesh. But I would say, name me a better city mascot. I'll wait. Cheers. The otters have just emerged under the Fullerton building. Oh, we just had a very exciting otter sighting. and now we are heading along Boat Quay, which is this little stretch, and we are going to, where are we going, Zoe?
To the Stourbridge Hotel rooftop bar.
Southbridge.
Southbridge. What did I say?
Stourbridge.
Oh, what's that?
You've got Stourbridge on the mind.
Yeah, Southbridge.
Today we have decided to stop and smell the roses. Quite literally, we've come to the Botanical Gardens. So one of the things we have shrewdly observed about Singapore is that it does tend to rain quite a bit. Not for very long often, but like every day it's sort of the same temperature, around 30 degrees, 33, and then there'll be a little bit in the day where it rains, and then it's sunny for the rest of the time. But right now we're in the rainy bit. There's like a whole part of massive otters coming this way. With the passing of the otters, so too the passing of the rain.
Oh, they're coming really close, look.
And then there's some turtles there as well.
Yeah, they're even plants.
Is that a monitor lizard? Well, we're certainly monitoring him, eh?
Hey? Hey?
Very nice clock, and it's the time in Vancouver where those folks are. Guess how many birds I can see? Just swan.
Debbie, don't go chasing it.
We are now going to the ginger garden so that Zoe can be among her people. It is just beautifully lush and tranquil here in the ginger garden. I'm not sure about the price of this one. So after grabbing a spot of lunch, we have now come to the Asian Civilisations Museum to have a look around, because we've got a fair few hours to kill, and yeah, it's really impressive. So everything in this room has been salvaged from the seabed, from a tang, I think it's called the tang wreckage. All these pieces of ceramic work were recovered from the bottom of the sea, date from around 830, I think.
This looks like a snake charmer bowl. So what you do is you keep your snake in there, and then you take the lid off. But then you quickly have to start playing your flute and moving your body so that the snake is hypnotised by you. And then when the snake's done with its dancing, you keep it suitably impressed. The lid goes back on and the snake goes to sleep.
Cool room of costumes and jewellery. It's a very stern looking fella. Half man, half horse. Who's closing it? Who's closing it? So we're down on the second floor now, and this is all about faith and religion. Topics that can be very un-PC on, so I won't film too much. It's like looking in a mirror. Looks like the Virgin Mary is massive. So having just experienced a bit of Asian culture, we are now going to try and have a facsimile of traditional British culture. This is actually pretty pubby.
We could be in Walthamstow right now.
Good, apart from all the Newcastle United memorabilia. This is a good approximation of a good old British pub. We are now heading into Boomerang, the sports bar. And if it isn't any good, we're going to go in, turn around and come straight back out again. Yeah, we literally did go into Boomerang. In fact, we didn't even go in, did we?
No.
We stood outside and then we turned around and came back out again. Oof. There's a sign over here. It's actually where, I don't know if you can see that, Sir Stamford Raffles landed at this spot. Epic, right next to a big crab.
We're on the biggest train I've ever seen in my life. It's so wide. activities. What activities should we do?
So after a morning and afternoon of mooching in the flat and doing little bits of work and things and rustling up a great lunch, me, not her, we have come to Gardens by the Bay to spend the late afternoon / evening seeing the big sort of magical tree things that Singapore is quite famous for. These are what I'm talking about.
Welcome, Super Tree Grove.
Here we are up on the OCBC Skyway, looking out over the city. Quite the view it is too. How does it feel to be at the exact same height as the Merlion? Actually walking along this narrow sky corridor with a big drop is a little bit spookier than I thought it would be.
I want to stay up here for when it gets dark, but it's really beautiful. Very impressive, Singapore.
We have managed to milk our time at the top here for a very long time. I think we've done about 40 minutes, maybe even longer. But we got to see the sun go down and yeah, the lights come on and it's really very, very beautiful up here.
I should change the name. This to Gardens by the Sea. Because you and me are here. Slay. What way?
Yeah, these people with the batons are like the enforcers who make you move along the bridge, but they did not enforce us.
Quick, hide. Disguise yourself. I'm going to take my hair down. No, I've only just got here. What do you mean here? Been here an hour? No, you're mistaking me as well.
Yeah, you just get some absolutely killer views from up here. I'm sure it looks just as impressive from down here, really.
It's really, really cool. I thought they just built this for the sake of it. I don't think there's any purpose other than it looks amazing.
So back on the ground now, how would you rate that out of 10?
Ah, solid 10, I think.
Yeah.
What could be better? Or what could make it better? Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
We
Unless I had my own baton, then I could be.
yeah, that was really quite magical. So today we have postponed our trip to Sentosa because of the slightly cloudy weather, but instead we've come to Fort Canning Park to visit Battlebox, which is like a World War II bunker or something like that. This way. This is a reconstruction of the Forbidden Spring where the king's wives and consorts used to bathe before we Brits came along and messed with everything. We have just been let into the Battlebox bunker, and so he's descending into the depths. But yeah, this is where the British military were like headquartered during World War II, and was where in, I believe, 1942, as I've read, they signed, or they decided to surrender to the Japanese.
Fortress signals. It is, sir. I'll call you back when he's free.
There's sort of lots of long corridors and labyrinthine systems. A little bit spooky down here. And here, the toilets that the generals would have used. See, good low seats there. Sturdy. Guarded. These guys have obviously just had some pretty jaw-dropping news. Rashford's been left out of the England squad.
What? Not even on the bench? Madness.
This is them trying to figure out the lunch order. How many veggies? How many peskies? Who's allergic to gluten? These were the sort of things that troubled them back then. No, of course, actually, it's the recreation of the moment when they decided to surrender to the Japanese. A low point. Red flag to a bull. What do you think of that?
Oh yeah, it was really cool. It was really interesting. Yeah, it was a bit of Singapore history that I didn't know anything about, so
It was really, yeah, it's really, really insightful.
Crazy. What a world.
What a world.
So today we are off to explore the magical island of Sentosa, which some people in Singapore seem to view as a tourist trap, but we are tourists, so we are prepared to let it trap us. There is the Mystic Isle. Here we now are on the pleasure island of Sentosa. So, first impressions?
Oh, it's great. I love it. We're going to do beach walk to the southernmost point of Central Asia.
Those developed this sort of unique Singapore cough where basically when she's indoors she doesn't cough at all. As soon as she comes outside and breathes the air, she's like hacking like a 20-a-day smoker.
Well, maybe this is Singapore's way of saying it's really nice inside. You've got a TV with Netflix for the first time in 8 months. You don't need to go, you don't need to leave the house. But I'm gonna.
There's some kind of like massive sausage fest going on over there. I think these are former World War II pillboxes that have been converted into like a beach club, beach bar. I'm sure is what the veterans would have wanted. And now back, heading north. The only way to go north through continental Asia.
Good night. I'm getting sleep.
So I last came here with my cousin 25 years ago, and I remember it being good, but I don't remember it being this good. This monkey is looking pretty seductive.
We are at Tahong Beach Bar where we are going to have a couple of drinks and chill on the beach.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So after a very pleasurable drink on the sands in, what was it, Tofolo Beach? No, what was it called? Tojang Beach. We've now come to Siloso Beach. The sun has come out now and it's a really nice day. Is it not?
It is a lovely day.
This does remind me of that Key and Peele sketch. Kids age 6 to 12, you can fly.
Get up on your roof. Jump off it because you can fly.
We're now about to take a walk along the sensory scape. This feels like the sort of Senate in the Star Wars prequels where they discuss galactic trade. Why don't you do the accents of what the aliens sound like though? Monorail, monorail, monorail. Who is this? A smoke show. Old Bigfoot here. Magic mirror. As you await the monorail taking us away from Sentosa, what are your thoughts of the place?
Oh, I really like it, you know, it's pretty, there's lots of nice places to eat, but I would recommend Sentosa.
So it is 8:30 on a Sunday morning and we are back on the road. Yeah, we're after a week in Singapore, we are saying goodbye to our lovely digs in the basketball court and heading off to get the bus to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. So how are you feeling at this momentous moment?
I'm excited. I'm sad to leave Singapore. Obviously I've had a great time here, but I am really excited to see KL and what lies beyond.
So what will we see in KL?
And what does lie beyond?
We'll tell you all about that
In the next video.